So, guys, we could call Saturday the disappointment bowl. It may be as close as either of these teams gets to a bowl game. Yeah, it's been kind of a rough year for both the Cougars and the Bears. They've gone through erratic, kind of disappointing seasons. U of H 3-5 overall, 1-4 in the Big 12, and of course that only Big 12 win came on a Hail Mary pass against West Virginia. What a finish that was. Baylor, meanwhile, also 3-5 and 2-3 in the conference. Both those wins on the road. They suffered another humbling home loss last week against Iowa State. So the Cougars have not won a road game this year. Baylor has not beaten an FBS team at home. It's the proverbial something's got to give. So what do you say? Who wins on Saturday? Joseph, what do you think?
I wish we could bring back the rule where you could have a tie. I mean, let's just this one would be the one that fits that.
This feels like a sister kisser, yeah.
But no, you make the case both need a win. You look at Houston's situation coming off of Texas and Kansas State, and this is going to be a step down in terms of what they faced the last 2 weeks. But I mean, they need a win. They've got to win 3 out of 4 for bowl eligibility. I don't think anybody's looking at that realistically, just the way the season's panned out. But you've got 2 coaches as well with Dana Holgorsen and Dave Aranda that this could be a very important month in terms of maybe their futures and what happens there. I know that Dana has been on the hot seat here, and there's been some rumbling, and the fan base is not happy with the state of things. But they knew coming into the first Big 12 season that it was going to be tough. And to borrow Dana's line to me, he says, look, this is life in the Big 12. This is what Houston signed up for, and they're getting a heavy dose of it in year one.
Yeah, no doubt. Zach, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's Dave Aranda and even Matt Jones and Josh Cameron yesterday were talking about how close Baylor was against Iowa State, even what the score ended up being. And I think some of that is coach speak, and some of that is just trying to like smoke and mirrors. But maybe Matt Jones tackle here, a Blake Shapen pass there that's maybe on target, and that's a very different game. So I think Baylor has the talent, right? And I think what you're seeing from the new guys, Cincinnati, UCF, Houston, is maybe there is a bit of a talent gap. So I think it's a good chance for Baylor to, get back in the winning thing. I know I've been sunshine and rainbows all season when it comes to the Bears, but I think it's a good chance for Baylor to kind of right the ship and get their first win at McLean Stadium in over a calendar year. So
wow,
yeah,
first win over an FBS team.
Yes, FBS win. Yeah,
Island. They did beat those Long Island Sharks.
Brutal.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about this one, but I haven't really known what to think about Baylor all season. I don't really know how to pick it. I'm leaning toward the Bears just because, getting shut out. That's yeesh. That's pretty ugly. Now K-State's good. I think K-State, is on the rise, but nevertheless, so
that was Houston's first shutout since 2000. Am I reading that correctly?
291 consecutive games, and you go back to 2000. It was against Texas. That was the Clinton administration for you history buffs. But and that's that you brought up one about leaning towards Baylor. If the Houston that played Texas comes out, I'd go with Houston, because that was not the 21-0 down having to come back Houston, but just the way that they played in that second half. And then you look at sort of how they played Texas Tech for one half, and they were able to keep up. So Houston's shown flashes. It's just they either get off to a slow start or they have some type of epic comeback, because the West Virginia game should have been a loss. I mean, they gave up the lead in the last 12 seconds, and when you need a Hail Mary, that's saying something to be in that position. But they've had their it's completely been a roller coaster this season.
Yeah, no doubt.